Are we back? Are we back? Am I here? Just right when I say am I here, like my OBS turns red and crashes everything. And at last, I see the light. Hello, hello, Max Black Cat. Hello, Desire. Thank you so much, you two, for joining again and for being here. Yes. All right, I'm back. I'm here. I am in bright yellow. I am dressed up in my little Vitus Soy Puglie. We are here. We are good. Oh man. All right. That was interesting. Just like just me talking in the dark. Like, can you imagine? I don't know what that was. I guess OBS just needed a little quick like restart after I changed the stream key. So here I am. I'm glad to be back. All right, let's restart this. So yeah, hello everyone. I haven't seen any of you in nearly 3 weeks. Traveling has been pretty exhausting. The convention was pretty exhausting, though fun, just exhausting. Mel, to your question was in terms of how was the convention? Joshua, hello. Thank you so much for the 14-month anniversary. Super appreciate you, and I'm glad you did this when everyone can see it, because apparently I was just talking in the dark. But oh man, traveling for conventions is rough. I mean, if it wasn't rough enough before, it is now, just because there's so much like wariness.
Party Puglie 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 party.
Thank you, Stream Elements, for realizing that I'm streaming live now. Max Black Cat, thank you so much. Happy 1-year anniversary, and you officially get the crowned Donut Puglie as your icon. Thank you so much for being here and for being here literally every single stream. I appreciate you so very much, you and Victor. But yeah, traveling for cons, like, there's so much. Okay, first of all, I used to have a Nexus card. I mean, I still do. But before the before the pandemic, I am so sorry, no worries. We're here for a dance party of Puglie parties. Before the pandemic, I swear, like, I know this for a fact. If you have a Nexus card, you get to go to a faster lineup. And the faster lineup leads you to a security check where you don't have to do the little things. Like, you don't have to take out your laptop, you don't have to take off your shoes, you don't have to take out, like, your toiletries or your liquids and stuff. It was so convenient. Like, that was the whole point of the Nexus. Now, post-pandemic, we use the Nexus card, and we go into a faster line, but then we just get moved to, like, a normal security check anyway. So we need to take out our laptops, our iPads, all the liquids and stuff, and it was so annoying. Like, what's the point of this? And then, the people there, like the security guards and stuff, are saying like, oh, we don't have a Nexus line. And I'm like, you mean, are you trying to gaslight me? Like, are you trying to tell me that you guys never had a Nexus line? Or do you mean just like now, post-pandemic, you guys don't? I don't, so there's that. So it's the same going to the States as it is in Canada, within Canada. I just have to do the normal thing now, which is a little bit of a hassle. And then just being on a plane, wearing a mask for such a long time, and just being nervous, like, especially since now it's back to full capacity plane rides. So it feels a little bit nerve-wracking. The con itself was fun, but 4-day conventions are just so killer and so, I mean, honestly speaking, from my personal point of view, so unnecessary. Like, the 4-day convention started on a Thursday. First of all, most people are still working on a Thursday. Second of all, they probably won't come out because it's a Thursday after work. So even if they do come out, they have to, like, you know, leave early or prepare for the work the next day. And even then, some exhibitors aren't even, set up yet because they have work on a Thursday. So, Thursday cons are just the most grueling conventions. I'm appreciative of people that still come early and like they're so excited to see you, but they are long days, and in terms of like especially traveling in and getting that rest, it'd just be so much better if like conventions were at most 3 days, or they had enough pull or something like designed around it that Thursday would be worthwhile. But aside from that, it was just so sweet to see some Calgary fans, to see familiar faces, and just like knowing that people still support me after all this time. And also like getting to meet some new people along the way. It was fun. Like I got to meet 2 new friends that are now out in Montreal. I got to connect more with some Vancouver friends because, of course, when you're back in your home city, you're just kind of hermiting in your home, like working away on stuff. So the only time you catch up with anyone is stupidly when you're not home and when you're not conveniently just there with your car and stuff. But overall, the convention was neat. It's just, I don't know if it's the coming back into it or the actual convention itself that I feel like, oh, this is a lot of energy. This is a lot of travel energy and stuff. And I don't know, I'm sure it's been a while for most people that have traveled. I don't know about you, but I get travel constipation. Like, I think it's especially after a plane ride. I don't know, it's something about like the stress on the body or me just being like anxious and stuff, but inevitably whenever I take a plane and I need to go somewhere, I am like constipated for the next like X amount of days, and it is so uncomfortable. I'm bloated, and it's just it's a little part of me that forgot like, this is what's included in travel conventions. But also, Mel, I finally caught dinner with Dren. So here's the unfun part. That's something that happened to a friend of mine, Carmen, otherwise known as Hello Carmo on Twitch and Instagram. She got her Instagram account hacked the first day of the convention. It was so shitty. Like, the person hacked her account, changed her account name ever so slightly, and then when she tried to get it back, when she signed up for a new account and then tried to DM her hacked account, the person like tried to like make her pay to get the account back, and it was just so crappy. Movin 27, hello, thank you so much for the raid, thank you so much for the love. Hello, people of Movin 27. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my god, I have emotes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a Puglie stream. My name's Huge, like huge without the H. And this is Puglie. He's my imaginary pug that I created to fill the void in my heart. We're just catching up right now. Mel, thank you so much for the shouts. Appreciate it so much. I have forgotten how to do streamer things, so thank you. Movin is the cutest. Movin, what were you doing today? What were you gaming? Were you drawing? Tell us what was up today. And for all of you that joined in on the raid, thank you so much for being here. Truly appreciate all of you. It's been nearly 3 weeks since I've streamed, so I'm a little bit rusty, and I'm just trying to get back into it. But thank you so much for the surprise raid. I truly appreciate it. I'm just catching up right now on a little bit of having flown out to a convention in Calgary and coming back. Oh, what? Thank you for hosting. Oh, wait, I just realized my chat is not showing me the full message. Playing GeoGuessr and watching YouTube mostly. I should draw, though. How is your stream going? I literally just started... Okay, I had a little technical difficulties coming back in. Apparently my screen was all black. But now I'm back. I've been streaming for 10 minutes. And so far, so good. Most of my streams start off with like a little chit-chat. a lot of chit chat because I'm just catching up with a lot, and I don't know, just talking about life and what I've been experiencing. And then I ask you guys, of course, what you guys are doing. I love the room. Thank you so much. It's just like a little, I guess like a little dining room area of my apartment that I just said I don't need a dining room, and I made into my little studio space. So I got my decorations, and I got a stock and inventory of stuff. But yeah, I recently came back. No, last week I came back from a 4-day convention that I had to fly out to, and it was a lot. So, Mel, I finally got dinner with Dren. It was funny because Carmen's account got hacked, and she was like the linchpin for planning out this entire dinner. So we all had to chip in to like message people, like to notify them of dinner time reservations and stuff like that. And so me and another friend, Rachel, were like messaging Dren separately because we didn't know that we were messaging him. So he was just getting bombarded left and right with messages reminding him the date and time. And then he was like, "Who do you think I am?" And then inevitably he was actually late for the dinner anyways. But a little bit not his fault because like he had to find parking in downtown Calgary, which was a little bit more difficult. But it was just funny because literally at the end of the day, we're all grouping up to go to the restaurant together, and he's like grabbing his car and stuff. And he's like, "Why do you guys all need to message me? Who do you think I am? I'm gonna be there. I'm not gonna ditch." And then turns out he's like late for half an hour or something. I love Dren. Misaki, hello. Thank you so much for joining again. Happy to see you. It's been a while. But aside from that, let's get to drawing while we do some chit chats and catch up. And meanwhile, let me grab a little drink. All right. Wow, my voice. I've talked for like 4 days straight, more than 4 days straight, and meanwhile, I'm just like, I'm getting back to it. So today, okay, first of all, I want to start making prints again. I don't know if I'm gonna regret it, but I want to start making prints again. And one of the things that really translated well as prints were my mini Puglie food worlds, which are these like delicious set of foods and meals, and then little Puglies sprinkled in to really mess up your experience. But they're tiny pugs, so how mad can you be? So some of these are super old, and I personally feel like I've improved as an artist, as a Puglie drawer. So I feel compelled to go back and just fix these up and improve this, even though it's not necessarily necessary. Can't think of a better word there. But it's almost like an artist thing. It's like something that I just feel compelled to do. Looks amazing. Wait, that's the background. Wait, what? So, actually, so here's what it looks like without it being low opacity and stuff. If it will... There we go. So, Joshua, thank you so much for the booty parade. So this is the old artwork. It honestly doesn't look like it's changed much, but when I look at it, I'm just like, Puglie's arms doesn't have to be this pointy, his face needs to be fixed up, where's his neck roll? It's just, there's a lot of things that I want to improve on, and I feel like this is the time. But speaking of prints, I've always been so curious, like, if you guys were to collect Puglie series prints, and by that I mean, say like, where's my number for this? Say like, okay, look at the phone screen right now, and by phone screen I mean the phone on my live stream. This is what I call Puglie series. It's like when Puglie's dressed up as a singular food. When it comes to prints, do you guys enjoy like collecting a whole series of them? Like say there's 12 of them on a single print? Or do you guys like just a singular Puglie almost as if they were trading cards in a way, but like not really. I don't know. I'm so curious because in one way it's like what if they were kind of like trading card-esque? But then in another it's like, oh man, I have to, not only do I have to manage inventory for stickers, but I'll have to manage inventory for singular prints. So it's just it's a lot to manage here and there. But alright, let me swivel you guys a little bit as I get down to business to improve my art. So first of all, so the bull shape, all these things that are flashing on the screen right now, they are actually vector smart objects. So that's something I'll need to fix up in Illustrator. But for the most part, they're okay. This whole part is what I want to improve on, like the shape of everything. So let's get to it. And of course, I'm gonna start off with drawing them in a oh, I just realized. Okay, opacity up. Colors, I don't know why you guys are outside of your colors, but let's hide all the colors so that I don't get distracted. Clearly, like, okay, young Huge, 5 years ago Huge was very bad at layer organization and grouping of layers and even just saving file space. So present Huge is gonna fix this up. But let me lower this opacity so that I can draw over it and give this a little bit more. Because when I first started this artwork, I was obviously using references. Like, of course, when you draw, you should use references. But now I feel like I get a feel for not only Puglie, but also what I really want to beef up, like what I really want to exaggerate. Hold on 1 sec, I'm gonna allow that song. It's funny because 1 year ago, I was looking through the Puglie shop for Mother's Day gift suggestions and saw a Twitch link. I clicked on it and you were already on. Aw, I love how that all happens. Catchy, hello, hoi hoi. Thank you so much for the 2-month anniversary. I'm so very sorry that I've been gone for like nearly 3 weeks. But thank you so much for continuing to be here. You are now a milk carton. I would probably like multiple stickers at once, but I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, I guess a multiple series, because like realistically, I already create stickers individually. So perhaps like if I were to create prints, they would be more of a collection or a full-on illustration. What program do you use for drawing? I am using Photoshop CS6. I am streaming on my 2012 MacBook Pro, which is gonna go to the grave with me because I refuse to be on the cloud. It's all good. I am Malk. You are Malk. So, yeah, I've been using Photoshop since my high school days. Like everyone in the beginning of the digital age, I taught myself Photoshop just by pressing things and seeing what they do and stuff. So, I'm just here. And now I feel... You know what? No. I gotta give myself credit. I have searched far and wide for a Photoshop replacement ever since like Adobe got greedy and went on the cloud and made a stupid subscription service. I hate Adobe. I hate Adobe. Adobe, please sponsor me. And nothing just hits right. There's a beauty in the mediocrity of Photoshop. Photoshop is not an amazing painting tool. It's not an amazing design tool. It's not, I mean, Photoshop is meant for photo editing, which makes complete sense. It is so lackluster in many ways, but it's almost like jack of all trades, master of none, where I need just the bare minimum of things from Photoshop, and that encapsulates everything. I have Clip Studio Paint. I have tried what's that other program? Avery? No, Affinity. I've tried Affinity. I've tried GIMP a long time ago. I don't know how it's improved. I've tried I've tried many things under the sun, and Photoshop just hits right. A little part of me is just like, I'm too lazy to learn, but even when I learned, I realized the beauty of mediocrity, which is Photoshop, that allows me to do a lot of the things that others can't because they're so focused on doing whatever they aim to do well. Like, CSP is an illustration and comic making tool. Amazing at it. Absolutely amazing. The brushes, the rendering of how they do their paintbrushes and all that, the beauty of all the comic making tools in there, absolutely bar none. You try to do any design work in there and you're just like, well, good luck, have fun. So yeah, that is why I'm sticking to Photoshop. But enough about me. How has everyone been? How have the 2-3 weeks been treating you? Alright, let's see. I want that to be that big. Okay, first of all, I always draw the ingredients first, and then I draw the Puglies. But I know for a fact, clearly judging by the reference of the general head shape that I have for all these Puglies are going to be a little bit bigger, which is what I want. Oops. Alright, let me just move these guys around here. There we go. Yeah, sometimes I look back at my old art and I'm like, man, I feel like I could do better with some of these proportions, eh? Yeah, overall, I'm excited to be back in conventions. The experience so far has been super great, and just seeing friends, meeting friends from all over has been such a blessing. Like, in some ways, the social energy that is created from conventions, the social energy that is required at conventions, exhausting. But there's a little part of me that kind of lives in that exhaustion, I guess. And that I'm just happy to be here. Okay, let me triple check the size of this stroke. Looking a little bit thick. I'm gonna move this down. Kenny, hello! How have you been? Are you streaming today? 100% agree. I've seen Huge go through it. Guys, if you are not already, but if you have been around in my channel, you already know how much I love Knievo. Kenny was like my... He was like the real one when I went to Calgary. Oh my god, these clips. He picked me up from the airport. He showed me around Calgary. It was the first time I really got to experience Calgary for what it was. And I'm just so grateful. So I love you, Kenny. Appreciate you so much. And for Friday and Saturday of the convention, Kenny was just running around live streaming for like 3 hours straight. No, 5 hours straight. And I just don't know how he does it. He's walking around, he's holding this like 5-pound tripod thing, like live streaming on 2 phones, talking the entire time, interacting the entire time, high energy. I just don't know how he does it. So yeah, if you want some fun streams where you really feel like you're a part of the stream, go check out Kenny, because he deserves so much support. I finished early because I totally bruised my butt. Kenny, what did you do today? What was the adventure for today? Alright, first of all, I'm just drawing a couple of ramen nudes with the stroke effect on. Because in this day and age, you gotta work smart. You gotta work hard, but you also gotta work smart. And some things are really not worth slaving over. Alright, switch this. Alright, I'm gonna need a 3rd layer. You guys can't see it on the screen, but I'm just gonna group up my layers. Call them ramen. And oh wait, JK. New layer, and duplicate the effect. There we go. Live streaming is tough, yeah, and IRL live streaming, like, definitely, I'm not built for that at all. Heck, I can't even get myself to vlog, which I want to do, and it's really just getting over that initial, like, bashfulness of speaking in public and representing yourself in public. But one of the things that I know, or that I've been meaning to do, is create a vlog of my display setup, actually. A couple weeks ago, Rainy Loon made this Twitter post that was like, can people who exhibit please take a picture or explain like how you start your display, because like she's like, this is absolute witchcraft. And I chimed in, and then it kind of turns out that a handful of people are apparently interested in how I do my display, so that's definitely something I want to get on. It's a futuristic AI caution slippery floor detection. It was super cool to see. Thanks, Kenny. Wait, so did you just like spray the floor with oil to see if Eevee was gonna catch it? Next Black Cat, thank you so much for the 100 vitamins. Appreciate you so much. You really don't have to, but I'm always so grateful. Yeah, Kenny. Why you do this? And let me guess, you slipped, because was Eevee just slow and letting you know that something ahead of you was slippery? Alright, let me... Sometimes I wonder why I'm creating more work for myself, but this is the life I chose. This is the thing that I say will make me happy, so here I am. There we go. I don't know why I was so worried about making Puglie bigger back then. Like, if he was a little bit larger, he would have still been cute. And would have been more noticeable, too. I don't think his paws are gonna be this large. That's a good question. Well, you ever see a slip and slide? Get it out! Oh my god. I hope you're icing your bum. And I hope you didn't hurt anything really serious, like a tailbone or anything, because that sticks with you. Oh my god. I injured my tailbone once, ages ago, doing sit-ups. Because, like, throughout all of high school, why is getting old so hard? I know, right? No, but I hurt my tailbone back in, like, university. Like, it's stupid. Back in high school, all the gym teachers told us that we had to do sit-ups with our knees bent. Like, that was proper form, that was better for your posture, etc., etc. And I really couldn't. For some reason, it was much more difficult for me. Like, maybe my core just was not strong enough, so there's that. But then later on, when I revisited and I wanted to have good form, I did it with my knees bent, and I don't know if my tailbone just, like, protrudes a bit more or something, but I did it with my knees bent. I sat up, and I could just feel my bone, like just crush against the floor as I was pivoting up. And then I injured myself, and so now it comes back every so often. And being old sucks. That's the moral of the story. Alright, let me zoom in here a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what I should do. Alright, so this is Noodle Puglie. This one right here is Green Tea Puglie. Grente. And this is Ajitama Puglie. Name your layers, guys. It's important. And this is Gyoza Butt. And I'm missing one, which is you, and you are Chashu Puglie. Chashu Puglie. There we go. Alright, now that I know what the Puglies are, I can get around to drawing the important things. So, first of all, like, I don't know why I, like, showed off bamboo shoots as being the same size as Chashu. Like, you will want the Chashu to be much larger. So let's give the Chashu, like, its real weight, like, its real worth. I am happy with the shape and how I figured out how to draw Chashu, so I'm going to leave that right there. But I want to give the Chashu a bit more meat, like a thick cut of Chashu. Like a real fatty cut. Yeah, next up, I think after this, I'm gonna record a quick PSA, public service announcement regarding how For Fans by Fans has ceased exhibiting all conventions. I've had this, like, written out on a to-do for, like, ages now, probably for a month now, and I just haven't gone around to it, partially because of conventions, partially because I really need to wait for the perfect time for, like, the lighting, which is just, like, nighttime, essentially. And then I need to get in the mindset of it, like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and shoot a video. And the stars have just not aligned, but I think at this point I need to align my own stars and just get it over with. Because I feel like as time goes on, there's gonna be more questions regarding, like, oh, am I going to this, and this? And I should probably notify people ASAP what the situation is. Alright, yeah, get that fatty. And then after recording that video, I'm gonna record a much longer video, probably tomorrow, we'll see, regarding how I create my display and artist alleys, and the thought process that goes behind it. And hopefully that'll be helpful to some people, because I feel like, I mean, everyone has their own reason for doing artist alley, everyone has their own inspiration, but some people are definitely more in tune with their brands and their representation for themselves a lot more than others. And what I really want to encourage is, I don't know, if you're interested in branding yourself, if you're interested in creating that look, that experience for yourself, then it's about really sitting down and thinking about, what are your colors? Like, what do you want to show off or display? How do you want to display them? Because for me, I've always been influenced by convenience stores, or like tiny shops. I just find them so cute, and the idea of like, oh, there's a convenience store full of pugs, is just hilarious to me. I've explained this to a couple times to people that have seen me at conventions, where, you know, my inspiration is convenience store, because how funny would it be if you, I don't know, it's been a rough day, and you just really need a pick-me-up. And convenience stores are, you know, they're not meant for a pick-me-up, but they are meant for essentials. Like if you forgot something, especially on your trip, or you need to go in there and grab something real quick, like a drink or something, convenience stores are there for you. And that's I think that's what I want out of Puglie. It's that he's there for you. He's convenient, he's just around the corner, and I hope if what you need is a smile that day, that he's able to provide it for you. Alright, chassis. Gotta do a quick drink real quick. Whoa. Yeah, those of you that might have missed the important date slide over on the webcam screen, I have a couple of important dates coming up. One is this Saturday. It is my pop-up at Matcha Cafe Maiko, which I'm super excited about. I haven't had a local pop-up at a restaurant or cafe in years. I used to have an annual one over at this bubble tea shop called Rad Tea Room, and the owner was super sweet. It was such a fun time. I got to drink bubble tea and eat waffles the entire day, and it was 2 days long. And I'm so sad that place closed down, but you know what? It happens. Did someone say pop-up? Anthony and I might come to the one in Richmond. Mel, yay! Yeah, I was so happy to see you, and also just like, I don't know, just moral support. I already messaged a couple of local pug owners, just to kind of see like if they're interested. I'm trying to get more out of my shell, I guess. Like I'm trying to get more, what would you call it? Like courageous? No. I'm just like, I don't want to hold back anymore from asking for support. Not like begging people to like, please come support me, I need your money. But like, I feel like after, especially like going to some pug meetups or even meeting people, and hearing how like they would love for me to have a pop-up at their events and stuff, I realized perhaps making people aware that I'm available and that, you know, I'm there for your interests, it works both ways. Like, one, you come out and I get a little moral support, and two, you get to shop with me and you don't have to pay shipping because I'm literally right there, and hopefully you'll enjoy what you see. And so I guess like when I ask for support, it's not necessarily that I have to calculate if it's a symbiotic relationship and stuff, like both ends are equal, but it's like, yeah, I'm trying to just make sure it's fun for everyone and that it's worthwhile. Alright, Puglie is of course eating that chashu. But yeah, if you and Anthony come, I'd be very happy. And I hope it's going to be a beautiful day, like a nice sunny day. Because that's all we can ask for nowadays in Vancouver. Alright, Puglie's just like chomping down on this chashu piece. You should have gone extra chashu, that's the moral of the story. I hope so too. I want to go for moral support and Anthony wants to go for the matcha. It works out. And hopefully, when you guys are there, you know, some people with pets show up, some pug people or whatnot, and then you two can get to pet some dogs. Yeah, hopefully I'll also have time, either before or after the event, to just hang around, treat myself to some ice cream, and hopefully it would have been a good day. And also, some pug people are still hanging around, so I can go out and pet pugs and be like super happy. Alright. I should also at some point message Honey and Butter and ask them, I guess, our plans for the pop-up. Alright, let me draw eyes for this little guy first. Because after drawing eyes, I'll kind of know where the cheek bump is. There we go. Fix the nose a little bit. Oh. Yeah, this Saturday in Richmond, British Columbia, I'll be having a pop-up at a matcha cafe, and I'm so excited. I sincerely hope that from this, more local, like, small business owners, whether you're a restaurant or not, decides to reach out and it's like, hey, you want to do something similar for us here? And I'd be so happy. What I really want is, like, I don't super care for fame. I don't need extra eyes on me if I'm walking out in public and, I don't know, I need to, like, blow my nose or something. Like, I don't want people to recognize me while I'm just like in a very compromised state, you know. But what I really want is for people to know that Puglie was created here, that Puglie is from Vancouver. He's proudly a Vancouverite, and you know, I don't think he'll ever reach a point where people are like, oh yeah, I'm from Vancouver, home of Puglie or something. But at the very least, I want to be able to say, like, He's from Vancouver. So, Vancouver businesses, please do not steal. I'm one of you, but also just generally don't steal. Don't steal from anyone. Like, oh man, when I was dealing with that carnival representative that got all these fake Puglie donuts along with other animals, and they were saying like, oh, do you think that my Chinese manufacturer stole it, or maybe great minds think alike? And I'm like, get the hell out of here! Like, you have to be an absolute dunce to not know that there's a lot of stuff ripped off in China. And I'm not saying like, amazing things can't come out of China. I'm just saying that with the manufacturing and all that, it's so easy to steal stuff and recreate it. And intellectual property laws have an agreement between certain countries, and I'm gonna assume that China doesn't have that. So it's annoying. And what's more annoying is that this carnival is a local business. Like if you go to the website, you can tell immediately that like, oh, we're from so and so, and I'm like, you're in the same province as me. I'm literally a couple hours a drive out from going to kick your ass. Like, so infuriating. Why even say that though? What the fuck? Yeah, like, it was so backhanded basically. Like, and then they said like, oh, so Puglie's their intellectual property? I've never heard of him. And I'm like, I'm not asking you to have heard of him. I'm just asking you to respect that he's my intellectual property. Like, I don't expect him to be like on TV, on the news, like going left and right that people can recognize him. He's a small guy. I'm a small guy. But just the respect to a fellow creator. Not even a fellow creator. You didn't create anything. But like, just some semblance of respect. And then, I had to pull out the credentials. He's been, I've exhibited at New York Comic Con. I've been distributed in Hot Topic. Blah blah blah. And then his last email to me was going on about like, he didn't go on about it, but he was just like, oh, I'm gonna miss out in $7,000 in sales, sad face. And I'm like, good. Like, it's been so long. I was literally thinking about you and Soren, hoping that I'll see you two on stream, because I got some exciting news. I'm gonna be in Toronto. I'm going to Anime North. So I am going. When's Anime North? Like July, mid-July. We must meet. Me, you, Soren, and Anne. I already told Anne too. We're gonna figure out something. I'm gonna come a couple days before the convention so I can catch up and hang out with friends. And then I'm gonna be exhibiting at the convention. And then post-convention, it's going to be like Peggy's first time in Toronto, so it's gonna be like just me and her doing date days. But yes, I was just like, oh man, I hope me and Soren, at least one of them is in Twitch, like is on stream, so I can tell them the exciting news. We can finally meet, and me and Soren can touch toes. Wow, poor you, trying to guilt trip you, jeez. Yeah, Mel, oh my god, it took so much out of me. Like, it took so much for me to not send a reply. It is very, very heartbreaking and unfortunate that as the creator, I lose out on $7,000 on something that I made by myself from my own hands and my ideas, and other people steal it for profit. Like, oh my god. Please touch toes. We were just thinking about you and saying we miss you. I sometimes see your guys' accountability chat, but then like usually by the time I check, everyone's like done accountabilitying. So I'm like, okay, I'm glad all of you are doing well. Oh yeah, Reese. So like a couple months back, not a couple months, last month probably. This local carnival had plushie prizes of Puglie, but it's like obviously ripped off. It's Puglie in a donut, and it looks awful. Like, it inspired me to change my ripped off Puglie Twitter account to name it FuglyFug. Oh no, we sleep early. It's okay. Also, you guys are like 3 hours ahead. Like, it's just what it is. But oh man, Mel. Okay, well, to anyone listening, not only was he just like trying to guilt trip me that he's losing out on money off of these like hideous fugly fugs, but he also then said that, okay, first of all, he said he's gonna pull like all of them out of the carnival. Like, he's not going to sell them. He's not gonna, make up any money off of them. And then he points out that like he's pretty sure that none of them sold, so it wasn't popular to begin with. And then after that, like, the last sentence he sends me is that like he's gonna lose out on $7,000 in sales. So what is it, buddy? Is it that Puglie's unpopular and you're not gonna make money, or are you losing out on money? Like, pick a fucking side. Like, oh, I mean, not that you can leave emails on red, but I read that and I just like, and then I just ignored it. I just ranted to myself out loud in my own room and just let that pass. And then I had a couple of friends visit the carnival, and they were scouting out Puglies for me. So, a friend found one single one, but I'm gonna give this jerkwad the benefit of the doubt that maybe he just missed one, and I'm like, yeah, just leave it. But eyes on you. Come on, eyes on you. Kaio, hello. Congratulations again on graduating, everyone. Send some cheers or some booty parades to Kaio. She just graduated. It was a momentous occasion, and she took pictures with a big Puglie, and it was great. So, hello, congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us again. And, hello. So he's the carnival owner or the booth? So he's not the carnival owner, I don't suppose, but he probably, like, works in the head office. Like, he's a part of the HQ, probably. Because if you never heard of Puglie, then how did you find the design then? His manufacturers that he gets these, like, cheap plushies from, the Chinese manufacturers probably, like, stole Puglie, basically. Fucking... What a dillweed. So yeah, that email, oof, just... The disrespect from a local... Like, I don't know, like, it's not... Like, me being local does not mean much, I don't think. But a part of me feels like it does. Because we literally live in the same province. We might not live in the same city, you're a couple hours out, I get it. But, like, we're both Canadian, we're literally both on the same side of the country, the West Coast. And just the amount of disrespect for a fellow semblance of a person. Absolutely, just get bent. The audacity, right, Vex Black Cat, right? Alright, Ree, have fun BRBing. I saw this too, that sucks. Yeah, like, I didn't post the emails on FuglyFug. For those of you that are remotely interested, I have a Twitter account that keeps track of when Puglie gets stolen or ripped off, and it's called FuglyFug. So it's literally just replaced the P's with an F. And there you got it. Alright, just this little Puglie enjoying some chashu while you just out here raging. And I'm gonna give it a little bite pinch, you know? It's like, delicious. Alright, maybe three. Three's a good number. I want chashu so bad. Everyone, you know the rules. Eat before you come to the stream, because I can't guarantee that we won't all be suffering. I had my dad had prepared these like steaks that he got from Costco. So I've been trying to get through it. I got 4 steaks. He was envisioning that I would eat it with Peggy, but since Peggy has been over for a little bit, I'm just going through the food right now. So I'm eating 4 steaks on my own. Not all at once, but like, you know, steaks can't last that long in the fridge after defrosting, so I'm just making my way through. Alright, get these thick pieces of chashu in here. Like, you can already see the difference between the old chashu and the new one. Just adding a little bit more thickness to it. I had a burger, but I've wanted chashu ramen for weeks. No! Oh no! Ah. I've only been here for 15 seconds, and now I'm hungry. Clover Aristocrat, thank you so much for being here. I am very sorry. I need like a warning sign. Or like, Twitch, you know how, wait, do the chat rules pop up every single time, or is it only for first-timers? I assume it's only for first-timers, but like, there needs to be a pop-up to be like, eat first, you've been warned. And then the button is like, I agree to be hungry. Like, alright, let me fix up the chashu. Because when I sketch, I'm basically doing all the thinking right here, right now. When I do line art, it's absolutely brainless outside of like holding my breath and making sure the line translates well. So when I do these little details, like the broken lines and stuff, I'm doing them in sketches so that I don't have to think about it later. Oh, but back on my convention schedule, since I detoured on that rant about my Fugly Fug. Yeah, I got a pop-up in Vancouver at a matcha cafe this Saturday. I'm excited about that. I'm a little nervous about the turnout. Like, I don't know how it's gonna be. I don't know how many people are gonna be interested in Puglie. But I hope some new eyes are on him, and some people are interested in adopting him. I'm so gutted though. Like, the lockdowns happening in China. Well, one, they sound awful, like the whole food situation and everything, and people literally being locked in their own apartments from the outside in. But also as a business, this has severely like pushed back all my merchandise. I am so low on merchandise, and also the variety of merchandise that I want to be providing, it just isn't here because of the backlog. One day, I will be in Canada for a Puglie event. Oh, Kyle! I hope so. I hope there'll be more Puglie events in the future to come. You know what, since I drew this already, I'm gonna draw this Puglie just, looking up. Because that's how I want it to be anyways. I'm not changing the direction of the faces or anything. I am literally just updating the artwork. My hope is to have updated 6 of these designs and have them ready for Odafest, but I feel like I might have to be a bit more realistic and kind to myself in that I will just do what I gotta do and do what I can. And then, let's see, after the pop-up at the Matcha Cafe, I have, on May 18th, I will be over at Kura Sushi's Instagram having a live stream there. So on May 18th, which is a Wednesday, I won't be having a live stream here on Twitch at 3 p.m. I will be instead having a live stream over at Kura Sushi at 10 a.m., which, truth be told, is a little early. I don't know, like, I truly don't know how the turnout's gonna be. Yeah, I just don't know what to expect. But it's gonna be my first time doing a little, like, Instagram takeover in a way. Like, not with Instagram stories, but just me literally live being there. And, I don't know, answering some Q&As, maybe talking to some new fans or something. And I guess we'll see how that goes. Always gotta be kind to yourself. I know, Kaya, I know. I'm learning to be better at that. Sounds fun. It is, like, it's exciting, it's nerve-wracking more than anything, I think. But I think, a friend recently told me, or a little bit ago told me that anxiety and nervousness about something is the same. It's like, what do you call it? The opposite side of the same coin as excitement. I don't know if that... Words. Sayings. Like, basically, nervousness and excitement are part of the same coin. Just on opposite ends of it. And, you know, how you interpret your emotions, frame your emotions, that's working on, you know, feeling better. So instead of, like, dreading it, being like, oh my god, I'm so nervous, I'm so anxious, like, and then obviously with these types of emotions, right, you're gonna naturally lean more towards the negative side, like, oh, what if I mess up here, what if I fail here, what if I don't do well here. Like, you're looking at all the negatives, whereas if that type of energy is inside you, and you're just like, I'm excited, because you don't know, like, what good things are gonna come out of it, you don't know how fun it's going to be, then hopefully with that kind of mindset going in, it will naturally become a better situation. Welcome to my Pug Talk. Kura Sushi, like the Kura Revolving Sushi Bar, or there's an actual Twitch user named Kura Sushi? No, the actual Revolving Sushi Bar, but it won't be on Twitch, it will be on Instagram. It will be on their Instagram profile page, and it will be a live stream on their profile page. So that is May 18th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Which I guess is like a 1 p.m. in Eastern time, so like it's not too bad. Alright. Got little eyes here. But one thing I have to watch out for is, especially during this time, because I'm live streaming them and I'm representing them, I have to be on the ready for questions and to filter out questions that I might not be allowed to answer. Like things that are, you know, political or, you know, controversial and stuff. I have to really watch out for. And also, I cannot swear. Which I already try to refrain from on Twitch. But also, I swear. Like, I swear normally. I'm sorry if this shatters anyone's, like, idea of me, but yeah, I swear quite often. So I gotta be really family-friendly being on Instagram. Because, like, not only am I representing myself, but I'm representing them as a corporation, as their brand. So I can't just be about, like, you know, me. I have to be ready. I am drawing this way too small again. What is wrong with me? Alright, let's redo this. Like, I literally copy and pasted the same head shape. But maybe I need to make it a little larger. You know what, maybe I'll come back to this. I want to come back to this. So this is the chassis. There's nothing going on here, so let's make this the Ajitama. Oh wow, I've eaten there with my fiance. It tastes so good there, right? Oh my god, there I ate so much seared salmon. Like, the seared salmon with miso, or the seared salmon with mayo, or I don't know if it's the same. There's like two types, right? I ate so much. It's so delicious. Like, every time the plate came by, I'm like, yoink. Like, that was my favorite dish there. Oh yeah, that can be stressful. Yeah, like, it's corporate. That's how you know, you could describe it. Alright, let me fix this egg real quick. This egg, like, I can't improve on much regarding this egg. Maybe like the overall shape or something. But an egg's an egg. Alright, and here's where the soup cut is, so, you know what, at most, maybe I'll make the yolk a little bit bigger. Sounds yummy. It absolutely was. Like, oh, so good. I'm actually going down to Seattle next weekend, for a little, like, friends trip. I don't know if we're gonna go to Kura Sushi for food, but if we do, I can't wait to eat it again. Also, if we do, I'm definitely gonna bring some, you know, Puglie stickers, just to give out to anyone that perhaps recognizes me or seems extra interested in Puglie. And if I don't give out all of them, then I'm gonna give them to the waitstaff, and hopefully they'll appreciate the little idiot. Oh, that's another thing too. I can't call my little Puglie an idiot. Like, there's just a lot of words that I'll have to catch myself or be like more PG about. You know, I can't say the word fat. It's wild, man. Guys, it's wild. No, that's his brand. He's just a little idiot. No idiot sandwich, right? Like, I guess if I make a very distinct like reference, that should be okay. Like my product is literally called Idiot Sandwich. Like, I'm sorry, but in some ways it's like, oh, I should have prepared myself to not mention it at all and just show the more PG things. But that's the thing, right? Like, as all of you guys are here to witness, Puglie's brand is just this. It's like when you have a pet and you call them an idiot because you love them, and they're silly and they're dumb and they're just so lovable. That's literally what dogs are. And I feel like that's the rough part when it comes to representation especially in front of like a corporate brand versus, you know, you as an artist. Alright, this egg is looking a little wonky, but I think I can just grab it and twist it a little bit. Grab it, twist it, pull it, pop it. Alright. And I'm gonna fix the chassis. I just want to push this out a little more so that the tangent isn't so there. Tight? And this works out because like Puglie's biting down on it, so it'll like it should bump up a little bit. There we go. There we go. A lot better. I consistently call my sister's English Bulldog a plump dummy, but he's my baby. Plump Dummy is the best name, and it is absolutely apt, right? Like, it's a bulldog. It's a plump dummy. That's what it is. Art time, Gold Buick. Hello. Thank you so much for joining again. Yes, we are actually doing art. And I'm just chatting and catching up a little bit, and let me take a little sip of my Coke Zero. Not sponsored, but oh man. If one day Coca-Cola sponsors me, if one day Coca-Cola just decides to have like a collaboration with me, I would be so happy. I've been a Coca-Cola fan all my life. This sounds like a really stupid thing to be a fan of. I don't know why I'm a fan of it. It just hits right. I used to collect Coca-Cola merch. I still have some Coca-Cola merch. I don't know what it is. When my parents went through photo albums, and they showed this baby picture of me, and it's literally me like just crawling on the bed, and there's a string with 2 Coke cans dangling from it, just hanging off the wall, and apparently that was like my favorite toy. Like this loud like these 2 Coca-Cola cans, and maybe that's what like incepted into me. Question, did the price for a Puglie go up? No. It should still be the same. Let me double check. But I think, I'm pretty sure I have to manually change the Puglie. No, it's still 20k. Always was 20k. Alright, let me... That's 1 Ajitama. And we'll add another Ajitama. But let me see if... So I'm gonna move it up here. Okay, the tangent's gonna... No, this is fine, I'm not gonna bother too much with it. Gold Buick, how have you been? Long time no see. Of course, that's more on me because I haven't been streaming for a while. But yeah, so May 18th, that is next Wednesday. I will not be having a Twitch stream because I will be over at Kurasushi's Instagram having a live stream there at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I've been doing great. Good to hear. But yeah, it's my first time doing like a little Instagram takeover and representing a corporate brand. So here I go. Alright, let me... So here's the little seaweed bits. And seaweed bits always have like a little flake to them, little like flakes, so and they're always cutely folded. So I'm gonna give this little cut over here. There we go. No, I'll do this just a single in cut so it doesn't look so copy and pasted. There we go. Alright, let's figure out how this Puglie's gonna be. So I got this one Ajitama here. I'm gonna see. I'll draw a second Ajitama. Maybe I'll make this Ajitama a little bit larger just because Puglie's sleeping in it, so of course it's gonna expand. I have been working at Twitch for 6 months now. Congratulations! Like, happy 6-month anniversary or half a year anniversary at Twitch. I hope it's been super fun, and I hope you'll be there for a long, long time. Have you been, yeah, how's everything been? Like, you've been good, work has been good, nothing too on fire or anything. I'm blind, I thought I saw 30k. No worries, Vex, Black Cat, no worries. Alright. Big egg. This is a big round egg, because Puglie's like sleeping in the yolk. So he's gonna naturally make the egg expand a little bit more. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Seattle. I'm looking forward to, I guess going back for the first time in a long time. And then, I guess depending on if we're going to Kura Sushi or not, I'll bring some Puglie stickers and hopefully I'll make some people's days. One of the things that conventions really reminded me of, especially like at Calgary, seeing where everyone is, all the up-and-comers, all the people that, you know, are doing their thing, is we're all on a very interesting journey, separately, but together in a way. Nothing too on fire yet. I used to live in Seattle. Oh, nice. Did you have to relocate for Twitch? But yeah, what I mean by the journey is, a friend once pointed out to me, a friend recently pointed out to me, or how should I say this? Because, like, how did he point this out to me is the other question. Alright, let's get deep, guys. Let's get real personal and vulnerable, and by that, I mean me. My therapist has been able to pinpoint the core underlying issue within me, and that is I have worth issues. And what she means by that is I rarely ever think I'm worthy enough of anything, of praise, of the rewards that I've gotten from my hard work. I don't give myself enough credit, which I think most people in life, especially if you grew up, I would say Asian, but I feel like this might be a POC thing, especially if you're coming from an immigrant family, you may not ever feel like you're doing enough, that you're worth it. And when she pointed this out in me, and another friend was also able to point it out in me, one of the things I had to really face with myself was that I attributed a lot of my worth in being able to give back. Like, one of my goals in life, and one of basically like my underlying mantras in like how I live my life, is to give back more than I take in. And when my friend pointed out that a lot of what I was most proud about was helping other people, was being able to provide something for my community of, say, artists or friends or whatever, he asked me, like, what am I without them? Like, what am I without helping other people? And I had to sit there and be like, well, fuck. That's a good question. And I realized that I can't always be basing my worth on other people, even if it's like a good thing, even if it's something that it's helpful, or that someone's really happy that I was able to help them with. I have to find worth within myself, no matter what. And what this has led to is me kind of double checking, like, how I help people. Like, I would consider that every time I give people advice, every time I try to help them in one way or another, it's like I think really hard about their situation and what their goals are. But I think looking back, I might not have done that quite enough. I might have thought like, oh, this is what I did and what's working for me, and perhaps this person would want to go down the same way as I do, which some people tell me they do, but others, I think they don't have that answer yet, and they're just listening. And I feel like once I figured out where this is coming from, I'm able to figure out how to help people better, and to really take in like everyone's journey, and maybe not give them information per se on like how to succeed, but more so ask them what is their definition of success. And I think once I figured that out, it was really nice. I think outside of a little hiccup that I had recently with my mental health, I've been on the up and up, and I'm really proud of myself for that. And being able to see other people on their journeys in the artist alley, and knowing that everyone, is on their way, they have their own definition of success, their own criteria for what they want to achieve, it was just really inspiring. So, wherever you guys are in your journey, I hope, don't always look towards other people. Like, of course, you can have idols, you can have people that you admire and you look up to, but I think at some point you have to really sit yourself down and ask yourself, what is your definition of success? What is why you do something? Is it actually to make $1 million? Is it just to be able to live comfortably? Is it being able to buy something nice for your parents or something? That's I think that's a hard question that a lot of people don't take that time to ask themselves, and even if they do, sometimes I feel like a lot of people's answers are to just like, get rich, like get money. But I think when you dig deeper down and you ask yourself why, like, why do you want to get rich? Why do you want to get money? Is it to flex? Is it for the clout? Which, if it is, no judgment. That's on you. But if it's purely just because like you want to be able to support your friends, and you want to be able to not be in a scary situation where you might lose your home or something, then like, you need to understand that. And you need to realize that that is different from just wanting to buy a yacht like every other month or something. I moved away from... Oh, I did not have to relocate for Twitch. I moved away from Seattle 8 years ago. Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad you didn't have to relocate. And, I don't know. I hope wherever you're living now, it's a fun new adventure. Ree, welcome back. Yeah, Desire, thank you. It's been a really fun journey. Just understanding myself more, finally, at the ripe age of 31, turning 32. But it's been really nice. And in my book, the saying goes, better late than never. And I also must preface that sometimes when you ask yourself these questions, your answers will change. Your answers will change with time, with experience, and that's okay. People change. You grow for better or worse. Hopefully better. And you just have to give yourself the allowance to change, the allowance to grow and to figure yourself out. You know, and you can't beat yourself up over one regret or one mistake for the rest of your life, because that's not giving yourself the kindness to make mistakes. A friend of mine's saying to himself is to fail fast. And what he means by that is, if he's gonna make a mistake, if he's going to crash and burn, he wants to do it fast. Because then he learns quickly. Like, he instead of failing for a long time, like drudging it out and you know, just trying to hang on to something that's not working, only to find the final statement that, like, this failed. Fail faster, so that you can grieve, you can do a little post-mortem to find out where you failed, and then you can learn faster and sooner where it went wrong. Alright, let's see. These, like, mini Puglie bodies are always so, like, squished. I'm just outside of Atlanta in Georgia. Ooh, interesting. I mean, granted, go be like, I'm sorry, my U.S. geography is just garbage, absolute garbage. So, I know those names, I recognize those names, but we, I have, is that the east side? I turned 42 this year, and I still feel clueless. I mean, you know what? I think that's okay. I think that's just, like, a little bit of life. It's funny, thinking back to... So, like, my table neighbor at the convention was a teacher. He's a math teacher. A guy who genuinely loves math. A guy who genuinely enjoys math. And, like, numbers and shapes to him just make sense. He's also an amazing crochet artist. It was super cute meeting him. And it's just funny to see him, to see some of the classmates that I know of that became teachers. And I'm thinking of myself right now, and I'm like, I have no idea how I'm living life. Like, I'm going everything day to day, but in high school, at least for me, I just had this perception that all these teachers knew what they were doing. Like, they got life figured out. They have a job, they're a teacher, they're teaching us things. I thought they were so, like, just well put together. And then it's funny that, like, you get to this age and you realize no one has their shit together. Like, we're not completely clueless, but at the same time, we're just like, do these things fit together? I'm really good at this one thing and not the other, but, like, alright. And we're just experiencing. We the same age? Oh my god, Ree! Yay! Is Soren also the same age? No worries, bub. Yeah, it's the southeast. Oh, on EST. Okay, there we go. I got the general area right. I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Right, little Ajitama Puglie. Let's get you all situated in that egg. course, like, it's an Ajitama, so it's gonna be yolk, but let me draw, of these feetsies. I want this to be a bit more rounded. His feet are coming up from there. Let's see how the shape is going. Soren is a year younger. Oh, we're all so close. Also, Bree, are you done your school? Like I saw, I mean, I don't know how long ago I saw this, but you only had a couple months left, right? Alright, let me figure out where the feet goes. Because if I were to do it 3D, this is the top of the thigh, so it'd be here, so it'd be around here. Really want that neck roll to be there, so I'm keeping it there. A little more of a crevice here. And let me round out that egg. Do it easy peasy. Just warp it a little bit more. Go. Alright. I feel like my computer is a little extra laggy today, but also this is a really large file, so I cannot blame it for struggling a little bit. Because Past Huge was so bad at layer organization that this is a needlessly large file. I guess there's beauty in me going back and updating some of my art. Because then I can actually clean my layers too, and save on a little space. Soren, hello! I'm done! I've decided not to come back for 4th year because I got a full-time job. Yes, that is honestly the smartest. I personally think that is the smartest way to go, because like the whole point of you going to school was to get a job. Like if you already got a job, you don't need this. And that's been my feel for like most of art school, honestly. Like I graduated art school, I made my own job, like, and nearly none of the stuff I learned in art school helped me in Puglie, so I'm just doing my thing. And also my best friend, who also didn't graduate art school because the teacher was so garbo, she's working in games now, doing what she likes, doing a little bit more extra that she's interested in. Didn't get a degree, never actually graduated from the school. Still doing solid. I've missed you huge. I missed you a huge amount, friend. Hope you've been well. Soren, hello. I've missed you too so much. I don't know if Ree told you or if you overheard. Oh, I heard your toes will be in our vicinity in a couple of months. Yes. I was literally telling Ree that I was really hoping that you two would be in my stream today. One, because I haven't like seen you two in a long time, but also I wanted to tell you this exciting news that I'll be in your vicinity to touch toes, and it will be momentous. Yes, exactly, and I have enough debt. Oh my god, yeah, right. Oh man. That's awesome. Yeah, like, man, I re-picked back up video editing, but that's because I had to edit my own video for, like, my Kurasushi interview. And it was really neat, like, relearning the program, learning the program from scratch, but just getting back into the video editing of it. And, I keep toying with the idea of starting a YouTube for Puglie, just talking about topics, and one of the topics would be art school and my experience with it, which might be outdated and everything, but you know, it's just kind of like the history of how I got to where I am. But man, I always feel like when you talk about art school, it can be so spicy, because everyone has their take on it, like, oh, it's useful, or oh, it's not, or it's useful in some ways, and like, don't tell people to not go to art school and stuff. It's like, yeah, I don't know. But also with all the, I would say, character development I've been going through recently, I feel like, at least my take on things would be a little less salty, at least. Alright, let's see. Drawing the small details on Puglie for the mini Puglies is always such a tough part, because his line art starts getting really tiny. I think I know. That's why I wrote 25 for myself. A YouTube. Oh my god, Ree, I've never thought of that. Oh my god. I feel you. I'm sure we can talk for hours about it, right? Like, I think every art student can talk hours about it. Everyone that's been through art school. And, like, you always look at, like, oh, grass is greener on the other side kind of thing. Like, oh, if I only went to this art school, it'd be way better or something. Which, I don't know. I feel like some art schools have some better credentials than others. But I think at the end of the day, there's so many variables to it. And, yeah, it's very much what you can get out of it, but also what support system there is in that school. And some art schools just don't have a very good support system. Some art schools hire professors that really shouldn't be professors. Like, I don't know, if I'm taking a course on 3D animation or 3D modeling, or let's just say 3D animation, and the person teaching it has no experience in 3D animation, barely even knows the program, maybe, just maybe, this was not worth my money and time. Maybe I could have saved a couple $1,000 just going on YouTube. Oh man, there's still some saltiness. I think it's healthy to have some salt when looking back at things like this. Alright, I'm gonna shrink. Puglie's neck roll always makes him look a little bit more long than he should be. I just need to fix up those proportions. Squish him back down. I have a lot of salt right now. Probably best not to talk about it yet. Oh my god, Ree, when's your next live stream? When's the next salt stream? That sounds wonderful, though. It's always so helpful when artists share their experience and knowledge with others. Yeah, like, I've been, oh, I don't know if, you two overheard, but, Rainy Loon, the creator of, like, Sun the Frog, made a tweet a couple, like, I think last month, asking about, like, oh, people that do conventions, do you have any tips and tricks about displays? And I put my display up, and I'm, like, willing to help and stuff. And then, I don't know, I personally feel like I go through so much thought process when it comes to my display and how I want to represent Puglie, that, you know, I've gone through the ups and downs. I've tested a variety of different ways to organize things, and yeah, I've been meaning to make a video going through all these, like, tips and tricks and experiences. And also I need to actually work on my display stuff tomorrow and unbox something that is hopefully an upgrade to my displays. So yeah, I charged up my camera, and fingers crossed I'll get around to doing it. Okay, Nick, hello! Thanks so much for joining again. I hope you've been well. But, how have you been? Sorry, let me figure out the eyes here. Because I think Puglie's eyes at some point either look right or look wrong, and I gotta just draw it out and, like, mishmash it around until I can see it. Oh wait, but this is a sleepy Puglie, because he's, like, sleeping in the yolk, so I don't even have to worry about his eyes. Ah, yes. Save myself the trouble. Maybe his head might be a little big, which is... It's silly that his head is big, because I literally copied the same head over and over in various areas. So how can it be bigger? Alright, let's see. This is where the nose line goes, so that is his ear. The amount of things I learned from online tutorials, right? Hopefully soon. Need to figure out my schedule. Oh, like your work schedule, right? Been good, how about you? I've been good. Let's see. 2 weeks ago, I came back from a 4-day convention out in Calgary. It was my first convention that I had to fly out for. It was nerve-wracking. I am reminded of, I guess, like, the qualms of traveling, and especially traveling to a convention and stuffing your luggages as best you can under the weight limit and everything. Oh my god, guys, I am pretty certain that all the airlines across the board, like, shrunk their carry-on by, like, an inch. Like, you know how you can have, like, a backpack and a carry-on luggage, right? And I am absolutely certain that all of them shrunk their allowance by, like, 1 or 2 inches. I am so miffed. Like, when I flew to Calgary, I didn't realize that Air Canada, wait, no, I was saying the same thing. Right, it's not a conspiracy, right? Oh my god. Nick, I know, I watched Kenny's stream. Oh my god, Nick. Thank you. Yeah, that was me behind the table. But I was so miffed. Like, flying to Calgary, Air Canada has a new checkpoint. So after you check in your actual check-in luggage, You have your personal item, your backpack, and your carry-on. And right before you go to security, they created this new checkpoint where you have to weigh your carry-on, and like it also gets measured at the same time. First of all, you're in Vancouver, right? Yes, I'm from Vancouver. First of all, carry-ons never had a weight limit. The weight was up to you. Like, the literal stuff, the literal sentence is like, so long as you can carry your luggage over in the overhead compartment without assistance, that is okay. And like the moment I put my luggage up on a scale, it like showed me how much it weighed. It gave me a big red X, and the attendant was like, "You got to check that in." And I'm like, "All right." I mean, I'm not gonna make someone else's day awful. Like they're just doing their job. They're employees. They have to enforce these rules. I'm not gonna take it out on them. I'm just like I'm just miffed. Weighing a carry-on, they want more money, right, Desire? Right? The same carry-on I used in 2019 was giving me stress because it was so close to the limit, and I do not remember being that stressed before. Kaio, oh my god. Alright, so that's my flight to Calgary. Like, the extra checkpoint, because I was flying Air Canada. On the way back from Calgary to Vancouver, I was flying WestJet. And, okay, so WestJet didn't have a checkpoint. Cool. Made it past security. I'm at my gate, waiting to get board. And, like, nowadays, they always do the announcement, like, hey, we're a very full flight. We might not have overhead bin space. If you would like to volunteer your carry-on, please walk up to the attendant and we'll happily check in your carry-on complimentary. And I'm always like first one there. I'm like, hey, like I'm here, I'm rolling up because I already have a check-in anyways. I'm going to conventions, I have a large luggage. Like waiting for my second carry-on or my second luggage to pop out, no issue for me. So I roll up and the attendant is just happy that there's people volunteering, and she puts on the tag for me. But, like, this lady that rolls up behind me gets scolded by the attendant because she's saying, like, that is not a carry-on, it's too large, it's not gonna fit our overhead bin, blah, blah, blah. You should have checked that in. And I was looking at her luggage, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure mine's larger than hers. But I didn't get scolded by this attendant, so, like, I was like, okay. And then, after she puts on the tag, she tells me to just, like, go straight up to the line, to start boarding. And so I go, and this attendant scolded me. Like, she looked at my luggage, and she was like, this is too large to be a carry-on. You should have checked this in. And then she kept repeating that. It's like, it's too large. It's not going to fit in the overhead bin. And I tell her, like, I'm just, like, sheepishly saying, like, well, it fit before. And she's like, it fit before? As if, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what she was intending by that. And then I was like, yeah, pre-pandemic, it fit. And then she just went dead silent after I said, like, pre-pandemic, it fit. And then she corporate threatened me. She was like, we have the right to charge you extra for your carry-on if we feel the need to. And I was like, okay. And then she just like, she checked in my boarding pass and then let me go. And I didn't realize afterwards that I didn't even have to say pre-pandemic. At that point, 2 weeks ago, I flew to LA on WestJet, had no issues, and my carry-on fit the overhead compartment. How did I know? Because I lifted it myself and put it in there. And even pre-pandemic, I flew for like 2 years at least with this carry-on, no issues. I am so fucking pissed, guys. I am so pissed at airline companies. Like, similar plane both times? Yeah, similar plane. Same two-road plane. Like, I don't think the same two-row plane, two-aisled, two-column. You know, like it's not like a three-column, right, where there's a middle. It's just like left and right. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the same plane. I can't imagine one plane having a larger overhead space than the other if, like, the seating is the same. But, yeah. It fit before, you know, when I flied before, right, Kaio? Right? No issues then, like... So now, I have to spend at least $80, roughly, finding a new carry-on, so I don't get this grief all the time. The right to charge extra, huh? Like, yeah, right? Like, you're just gonna charge me for the second luggage fee, like $50? Like, look, I rolled up here volunteering to check in my luggage. Come on, man. I got yelled at about my carry-on my last flight too. Like, one of them literally pointed and yelled at me, and I was just like, okay, dude, like, guys, I know being a airline attendant or whatever has been very stressful in the past couple months, because apparently all the crazies came out to fly, but, like, come on, man. Like, just be honest with me if you change the carry-on allowance. Oh, and then lady was like, the allowance, like the measurements are on the website and stuff. And I'm like, I didn't need to check the website, because when I bought this, I had checked the website, I had measured it, I had chosen the largest carry-on I can choose, or I can get, that fit just right into the box. Figured that was just me, but I guess it's just happening more now. Like, what is up, guys? Chill. Like, just tell me that the guidelines updated. Don't tell me to recheck a website that I did before, pre-pandemic, to know how much I can bring. I don't know. It's just crappy. I very much dislike this. So I was so miffed. I was like, this is rude as hell. Never had an issue in the 2 years I was flying. And I flew everywhere. I flew across Canada. I flew across the United States. I flew to Singapore. I flew to Japan. I mean, I know international flights sometimes have a larger leeway, but flew everywhere with this, not an issue. Like, what, are you guys getting commission off of these, like, baggage charges? Yeah, that was my experience at the airport, as if being at the airport was not an undesirable experience enough. Fix this eyebrow a little bit. Oh, look at these roly polies. They're getting there. But yeah, now I need to go to Marshalls or Winners and hunt for a new carry-on and hope it fits. At this rate, I'm probably gonna have to pay for a second luggage anyways. Like, if I need to bring my stock and stuff, like, I'll just bring it, and I'll just pay for a second luggage, but I'll bring a second check-in, so that I actually have the space to stuff it. such a hassle nowadays. Yeah, right? Ugh. Everything is getting more expensive. Like, it's tough out there, guys. It's real tough. Alright. Looking plump. I'm gonna extend this a little bit. Just wanna push that little chubs a little bit more. Push the chubbers. Let me see how this looks without the neckline. I feel like that's something I will have to figure out in the line art section. Fix the feety here. Flying is so stressful with the weirdos at the airport and in planes now. We have this weird luggage and carry-on stuff, right? Oh my god. Like, hearing the news about, I don't know, people on planes now biting others or singing a Christian song, like, oh my god. Guys, please, please. I just wanna zone out. I just wanna work on whatever I brought on the plane. I wanna read my book. Just sit down, guys. Sit down. I mean, luckily for me, you know, knock on wood, that most of these incidences have been American. Sorry, you guys. Oh, wait. Sorry, let me name this Ajitama Puglie. Alright, there we go. But yeah, it really is a time. Alright, next up will be corn. You know what? I should figure out the noodle Puglie. Alright. I've got to get going now. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have you got a Discord? I do, but like not for a community thing. Not for Twitch. I just like use Discord personally and stuff. So, if anything, I can catch you on Kenny's Discord or on Kenny's stream. I just use Kenny as a proxy now. Nick, thank you so much for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day and appreciate you being here. Take care and hopefully see you soon. Alright, let's figure out this face, because for some reason, even though it is the same size as everyone, I can't seem to draw him properly. Alright, this little guy is looking up because he's peeking from a pile of nudes, and he's like, oh, is this yours? I've been swimming in it. Oh my god. Rui! Hello! Oh my god, thank you so much for the raid! Rui raid! Thank you so very much for the raid. How are you? Oh my god, the little shaking. The shakings. Alright, let me do that. There we go. Thank you so very much for the raid. How are you today? How have you been? It's been like 2-3 weeks since I last seen you. What were you doing today? Everyone give Rui a check out, follow if you'd like. They are also an artist, and I mean, this has been a while ago, but last time I checked, they were doing drawing an Elden Ring, which basically they live drew creatures that they would see in Elden Ring, but like their character would be hiding behind a bush, and you just had to pray that they wouldn't get noticed. So yeah, that seemed fun. It's been so long. I was doing homework today. Wait, were you doing homework on stream? Raid Auto Lolo, thank you so much for joining. I haven't touched Elden Ring right again yet. I want to, but I haven't had the time. Is it the homework? Otto, how have you been? Bailiff, hey, thank you so much for putting along. Appreciate you. I don't know why my notification is not pinging. Stream Elements, hello, wake up, please. Hi, Huge. I've been working. Aw, Otto. Thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed the many rants that I've had to talk about. I heard your airline story. Oh my god. Thank you. Yeah, traveling for conventions. It's fun. It's fun. Everyone should do it. I say this, and yet I have, let's see, I ended up booking a total of 8 conventions this year. 2 of them are behind me, I think. 2 or 3. 2 of them are behind me, and let's see, I have a pop-up this Saturday. I'm flying out again in about 2 weeks. I'm driving out to Seattle next week. Essentially, all of my June, July, and August are all traveling. Like, if it's not every other week, it's every week. They said it'd be fun. They said going to conventions would be fun. Yeah, all in all, like, conventioning is fun. You get to meet so many amazing people, see so many amazing things, and if you don't mind spending a little bit more money, then you can have a few days to actually explore wherever you landed yourself in. But the issue with conventioning is that you have less and less time to sit down and create. Like, sure, you can take your iPad and draw on the plane and draw in the hotel room or something, but it's not the same. It's not like your space, your little studio area. And so it could get tiring in that you don't have a creative outlet. Not a comfortable, stable space that you can sit down and just enjoy. Sirio, thank you so much for putting along. Let's see, my stream today was a lot of fun because I got to talk with way more people than I expected. Oh, Rui, that's so sweet. Out to Seattle? I don't know if I can make it because I'm sick right now and I don't want to spread anything. If I feel better by then and I test negative though, I might be able to. Oh, it's not for a convention. It's for a, so next week, it's just a little friend trip. But I will be going to Emerald City Comic Con. That is, I think, late August. So, maybe if you're feeling better, I mean, hopefully you're feeling better by then, you can come visit. But yeah, no, next week is just a little fun friend trip thing that was planned out. I'd hope, yeah. Ooh, knock on wood. Alright, let's... I didn't want him looking too high up because that cuts off the eyes awkwardly. And in art, you cheat. You cheat with perspective, you cheat with what makes sense or what is actually supposed to look like. Just cheat to make it look better. That's the moral of the story. Alright, little eyebrows here. The eyebrows will be cut off, but that's okay. It's okay if they're cut off a little bit. Come on, guys. There we go. Oh, I gotta say that I haven't drawn in 3 weeks because of all the traveling and conventions and stuff. And then once I got back from the conventions, it's preparing for the next event and going back to all the emails and all the business stuff. So this is a treat. So I think after let's see, it's 5:13 right now. I'm still not hungry yet. Let's go for another 30 minutes, I'd say, ish. Because then afterwards I need to record a little PSA regarding the convention situation with 4fans, 5fans, then edit it, and at some point post it. Oh my god, my social media backlog is a real thing. And then I gotta work extra hard and fast on all these mini Puglies because I want to get them out as little 4x6 prints. Oh my god! Oh my god, Audrey! Or 2D! Hello, hello! Thank you so much for subscribing with Prime. You don't have to, but thank you! You're a little flower sack! Guys, oh my god, give me the emotes! One of the amazing people that I got to meet at Calgary Expo was 2D. I call you 2D Day. Like, they are amazing artists. Clearly, this clip does not show that. This clip is showing something else. I guess they game. They also draw art, and they love dancing rats, and that's something I can completely jive with. So, please, if you want a fun time, as they describe themselves, a live screaming session, please check them out. They are an amazing person, and I'm so happy that I got to meet them. This pug makes me hungry. Okay, so fair warning always is to make sure you eat before my streams because I am not responsible for anyone feeling hunger pangs during my stream. It is unfortunately a side effect of Puglie. We vibin'! How is the work going today? I've been really productive. So I've been wanting to kind of get back into prints, like at least do small postcard prints. And I want to revamp like my entire series of these mini food Puglies. I guess like they're not mini food, they're called Big World Mini Puglies, and the world is sets of meals. And I don't know, I look back at my art and I'm like, man, I've improved. Puglie has looked better. some colors can be improved on, or just like just completely changed. So there's a part of me that I can't just reprint old stuff and be like, alright, this is good enough. Like, I need to fix it. And even though this is more work for me, it's what I want to do. So yeah. More snack! I love this idea. Puglie, you have grown. Thank you. I go eat more too. I eat my sickness away. Rui, please, eat lots, drink lots, stay hydrated. And I hope you feel better real soon. 2D, what are you working on today? Or are you just chilling? Oh yeah, and did you say on Discord? I don't think you did. Like, did you figure out what your manufacturer's gonna do with all those coins, or are you just gonna? It's like a freebie with all your merch now. I will be lurking. I'm cooking. All right, enjoy your cooking and enjoy your food. Thank you so much for the lurk. I don't know, I really put a large task in front of me to revamp all of these, but I feel like if I just have a day or two to really focus on them, I can get them done. Now, getting them done in time for Odafest, that is another question. Alright, for this little Puglie, you know, he's just poking out of all your noodles. He's like, oh, hi. Did you want to eat this? Invincible. Aw, okay, there we go. And no, I just want to leave him like that. And let me figure out that noodle situation. Wherever I put that. Oh, there it is. Oh, I cannot see that at all. Alright, good. Turn this back on. And... oh shoot, that's intersecting. Let's go for this one right here. No. One of these won't intersect. There we go. Okay, good. Whew. Alright, I should probably color code these actually so I know what's what. Alright, cool. Alright, so I can add a couple more moods on here. Oh wait, no, I want them in the background. Alright, new layer it is. This poor Photoshop file is like, please sir, please stop. There's too many layers. There's too much rendering. Yeah, man, you helped me. Okay, good. It's good to hear. Right, let's... Trying to get that nice food. Alright, I think this is solid for an arrangement of ramen. Now I can hide this layer again, and I'll deal with them later. Achitama. Okay. Let's do new layer. This will be for the corn and green onions in the middle. Something that shouldn't have taken up so much space and I guess like focus, but this is why we're on version 2. And let's make the corn just a little larger, you know? Yeah, there we go. Give them a little bit more just space. Because in the end, like, it's not about realism here, it's about aesthetic. But also, the chashu would be looking real tiny now. You know what? It's we're here for a taste. Maybe I'll inch this a little bit larger. I feel like nowadays when I'm creating these types of illustrations for Puglie, like of course I'll still reference things, but I feel a lot bolder now in focusing on what matters. Like, do I have to follow the reference to a T? Do I need to have it look exactly like that? No. Sometimes it's just about the feeling that you're trying to convey. Or like what people care most about when they're enjoying their food. You know, sometimes the more important thing isn't necessarily capturing the food as it is realistically, but like the things you really enjoy about it, the things that your mind highlights. Couple of corn niblets here and there. And I'm gonna want the ramen to be too hidden. Alright, there we go. Let's get some green onions in. Because every dish needs green onions. Says the guy that doesn't eat green onions. Get 2 more up on here. Alright, last but not least, bamboo shoots. Nice to see you streaming again, Huge. Hope you got some well-deserved rest. Thompson, thank you so very much. Yes, I absolutely did. I've come to a point where, like, yeah, I gotta give myself the grace to just rest, you know, not push myself too hard or burn myself out too quick. And just be like, hey, I'm actually really tired from a convention, and I need to give myself a little bit more time. So thank you so much for the patience, and thank you so much for visiting and coming to hang out with us again. I'm just doing a little update on, I would hope, all my food worlds, because I personally feel like I've gotten better at drawing Puglie. As the creator of Puglie, I've gotten better at drawing Puglie. And I want to come back out with Prince. So these food worlds have always been such a fun illustration series for me, and they always made such good prints, so here I am. Yeah. Alright, let me finish the bamboo shoots, and I think I'm gonna call it a day, just because I'm starting to feel the hunger pangs myself. And I think it's about time all of you should be preparing for dinner. Gotta feed yourself, gotta feed this mortal body that we're all stuck in. Oh, I see. Where is the Ajitama? There we go. And you know what? I'm not gonna make a new layer for the bamboo shoots. I'm just gonna go straight into it. Famous last words. The bamboo shoots, I feel like, are pretty good size, though. I actually don't have a whole lot of issues with how I drew these bamboo shoots. It might just be a straight redraw. So I feel like instead of changing up the bamboo shoots too much, I honestly just beefed up everything else. Right. I think this is a pretty solid thing so far. Just gonna draw this out a little bit more. So far so good. You gotta do it before and after. Oh yes, absolutely. Like I rarely delete my old art files. Like, I almost never delete them. Even if, like, I've updated them, I keep, like, a past archive somewhere. Usually in the same file, just in a different layer. But, I wonder if I can show this a bit clearer? Or, let me hide this line art down here. Okay, well, like, it hit the gyozas too. But, let's see. so here you guys can see it a little bit more clearly. This is the old version, and without the colors and everything, this is a new version. And oh, I wonder if I can. I can't. But as you can see, like, the Puglies are all a lot larger. I've crammed the bowl a little bit more. It's a little bit fuller. I'm gonna... Oh, you know what? I can draw a little soup line where that crevice is. So that, you know, it's more visible that it's ramen, you know? But yeah, beefed up everything. All the mini Puglies are now a little bit larger, a little bit plumper. They're always meant to hide in your meals, but like now, I feel like I have a pretty good shape of them. I'm gonna write down 30 line art /25 subline. Sometimes I write notes to myself just in the layer names. Clover, thank you so much for the booty parade. And color is gonna be 50 details. That will make sense to me, and like only me. But yeah, it's these little things, and I'm really excited to see how I go to improve everything. So like the bowl shape, I'm not gonna change much of it, or I already changed a little bit of it actually. So this is the original. Like you can see how there's like a single line and it's a little bit thinner. With the new shape, I made it a little bit thicker so it matches the edge, and I gave it more of that broken line that I usually use with Puglie. And I'm gonna do the same with like the tray, and maybe a little bit better with the teacup. And yeah, everything's just a little bit plumper. I guess that's the mood for Puglie's upgrade. A little bit plumper. So cute, all of you. Thank you so much for joining with me in drawing and creating this. I truly, truly appreciate it. I am probably gonna go and start preparing dinner. But alright, it's been a while. I just got back. Let's see who's online for a little love. And let me go on to twitch.tv. Here, you guys can come join me. I love it. See you at the Kura Sushi live stream. Kaio, thank you so much. I hope to see you there, and thank you all for the support. Oh, I should, you know, while this is going on, let me switch on over to... Oh, okay, that just like completely snapped. For those of you who don't know, here's some important dates if you wanted to catch up with me. If you're local to Vancouver, I will be having my pop-up this Saturday at Matcha Cafe Maiko. On May 18th, the Wednesday, I will not be having a live stream on Twitch. I will be having a live stream at Kura Sushi's Instagram page at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And for those of you in Calgary or traveling to Calgary, May 21st to 22nd, I will be at OtoFest Calgary. Alright, let's see who's online. I'm gonna just hide that for a little bit. Oh, okay. Let's send his friend some love. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me... I want to copy and paste her name so I don't have to type it. Alright, everyone, let's go send Bad Carrot Studio some love. Raid, and paste that. And delete everything that is not part of the command. This channel's for a mature audience. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, if you guys want to join in saying hi, send Bad Carrot Studio some love. 2 weeks ago, they were just at KawaiiCon, which is the convention in Hawaii, and they got to hang out with Butai, and I'm super jealous. But I got to hang out with Kenny, so it evens out. Thank you all so much for being here, for joining me on Productive Art Stream. I'm excited to get all this going. I'm excited for some new merchandise to come in and to research some new things. I hope to see you guys next week, next Wednesday, and after that Wednesday, it's going to be a little bit up in the air, but hopefully I'll catch you all soon. Get rest, get food, stay hydrated, stay safe, and have an amazing weekend this weekend. I'm going to press the Right Now button because I'm getting hungies and I do want to say hi. So, see you guys next week, alright? Take care. Bye-bye. Am I rating?